All right, welcome everybody. It's Friday evening, and although only one week has passed, I was on a business trip this week. I traveled to a business trip this week, and it feels like 2 weeks or even more. But I'm glad I'm back, and glad I'm back with another event for you guys here. And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into business. I know you guys are eager to fight. I also haven't played a game in a week, so I'm also a little bit eager to play. So let's get straight down to business. Let's have a look at our competitors here and the bracket. Also, very important is that considering the number of competitors, there's a very good chance, and also we're starting a little bit earlier today. There's a very good chance we're going to have the second event, which is the wooden sticks one. So it's pretty much guaranteed at this point. So plenty opportunity to fight, plenty opportunity for ranking points if you wish so, and plenty opportunities for titles. So let's shuffle the seeds. Let's do it 5 times this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's have a look at the bracket. So the first fight is going to be Info versus me. Next, the winner is going to face Glorious. Then we're going to have Chessa Centao, Synth versus Oak, and Subu versus 3C. So a very interesting lineup, very interesting tournament. Info and I have drawn the short stick here since we're going to be fighting in the initial round. But as I always say, these double elimination tournaments always have a way of like a karma. Sometimes you start from the first round. Sometimes you start a little bit later. So let's get right into it. Info and I have fought last time, and it was a pretty difficult fight for me. You guys already know the format, the system, which is best of 2. We play 2 sets of 7, and whoever gets to 14 first qualifies through. So yeah, let's start. So sending a link to info. Marie's a lot better these days, and as I said, we actually fought last week, and it was a pretty difficult match. It went to 7-5 or something like that. I think actually I think one of the sets went to 7-6, if I remember correctly. Anyway, waiting on info to join. Come on, info. Don't be afraid. If not, we can always go to the next fight, which would be Chesses versus Tao. But let's give info half a minute here. Let's see. Yeah, there's no info. Let's go with Chesses versus Tao. Oh, there's info. I'm here. Was connecting my. Okay, okay. Info is connecting actually. There she is. Okay. Okay. And the winner of this one will face Glorious Purpose. Glorious is the surprise of the info takes left. I'm taking right. Glorious is the surprise of this month. He's in top 5 in the rankings, which could give him a master position at the end of the month, but he needs to. Something going on. Parsec crashed. Okay, great. Okay. Pick the left side. Okay, here we go. Classic matchup. Marie versus Isabella. A little bit more balanced these days. And as I always said, I believe the matchup between Maria and Isabella was at one point very ridiculously in favor of Isabella, because Marie actually lost a lot of her tools. A good start for info here. I need to warm up. What the hell? Going through. Nice, GG. Alright, let's go to the second set. Seven, 2, 5. Went actually a lot better than the way it started. Let's swap sides. Info, take right side. Something wrong? Okay. Alright, I need a strong strat here. Oh, nice. Alright, so we're keeping the same sides. We're going on a tie break. I have 5 flags and Info has 2. We don't need to swap sides. Yeah, so a good start there for Info. A little bit of a comeback from me here. And as I said, I have 5 flags after winning 7-2. And Info has 2 flags after winning 7-5. Nice. Yeah, tie breaks can be tricky, so gotta keep composure. Oh, a classic. Alright, I need one more. Info needs 3. What's going on? Fair. GG. Alright, well fought. Again, another very close fight. Info is getting very close of winning a fight against me, which is great for Marie players. So 11 points for Info, 14 for me. I move on to the next round. Info will be fighting in the lower bracket. And the next fight we're going to have is Chessus versus Tao. The Age of Marie will come. I think it's already here. We just need more players. Tao is ready. Hopefully Chessus will be as well. Chessus is pretty good. Sam, we'll see if he chooses to play Sam here. We'll see what character will Tao play. Last tournament he went with Getty for most of the tournament, and he had a lot of success. Got to the final, it was very close.
Hello.
Chessus. Hello, welcome. How are you?
Doing good. Nice that it's Friday. I have today off, so
Yeah. So we're also gonna have probably 2 events, so there's gonna be plenty of fighting for everybody involved. I wanna say something because I read the thing about the tournament yesterday, and I found it pretty funny. With the
yeah,
with the John Smith thing.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so 1 second. Chess is on the left and Tao is on the right. Oh, Tao going with Yan?
I'm joining, by the way. Yeah, obviously it was intended as a meme thing, not not to actually
Somebody left.
cause any deception, but
Tao left for some reason. Needs Steam again. It's super laggy. Okay. I don't know why is it like that, but here we go. There are some times when, for some reason, the connection between me and Russian players gets like that. It also happened to me with Tao and Oak when I was joining them. There were some instances where it was just very laggy and just kind of fixed on his own. I don't know. Let's see if Tao can control the second player. Hopefully he can.
might have to reset there.
Yeah, probably. Let me see. Okay, so Chesses is gonna take the left side. Tao is gonna take the right side. No. Let me see. Chesses try now. I think somebody left. No, he's still here. Chesses take left side. I hear something, but my control stopped. Yeah.
Chess just can't select. Yeah.
I think there's something with the number that okay, maybe it's gonna work now. Chesses, try to take left. It's something about the number of the controller, like the Steam guy needs to be second or something. Okay, he got it. Okay, we gotta fight. Chesses is going Laszlo, I think, and Tao is going Alex. Has Tao played Alex recently?
Yeah, from time to time.
Just trying to make sure that double. Yeah, so I wanted to say that I found it pretty funny, but again, I don't want to discourage people from throwing events, and especially since there's a special condition over there, which is, it's a time that is designed for North American players, but unfortunately not too many of the North American players are available at that time. 2 now. And yeah, so we figured it out. We reached a little bit of a compromise there. Like it cannot count as a full major tournament, but it can still count as a medium one. Just dropping the tier.
Right, exactly.
So yeah. 3-1 here.
Nice.
Yeah, Tao is very
Touting
aggressive.
Another.
Yeah. Do you have a cold?
Yeah, I do. I had one yesterday as well.
Yeah, I can hear it.
So it is what it is. Yeah.
Get better soon.
Appreciate it.
Nice one there from Chesses.
Good cut.
4-2. Oh, trying to Piper dodge there. Oh, getting tired.
I'm tired there.
Chesses does not take advantage of that. Oh, goes low.
Doesn't actually land it. That was a good try though. I think the idea was solid.
Yeah, that's one of the moves that we always say that slower moves are not as good, but there are a few slow moves in the game that can be deceptive, and that's one of them. Oh.
Yeah, and slow moves can be used as tempo switches too. So
Yeah.
if you get somebody on your rhythm and then switch it up suddenly, then it can be good.
Yeah, especially if they react to a lot of things. That's when you can throw it. Jump.
The jump. I think Laszlo blocks the jump pretty well actually. His blade is way up there, so.
Yeah. Oh, nice
Nice
thrust.
stat, but no kill.
was only the tip of the sword.
Mm-hmm.
The game is still
Oh.
doing nice one. Yeah, the game is still doing a very good job at detecting if it's just the tip, just a little bit of the tip,
Mm-hmm.
or the entire upper part of the blade. 6-5.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, nice one.
Good stab. Anybody's now. Anybody's round.
Yeah, since the last update, stabs have been a little bit better.
Oh.
Punch.
Wow.
7-6, great fight. Tao takes the first set. We're going to swap sides. Chesses did a good job. Chesses a little bit on the defensive here, and I think he did well in choosing that particular strategy, because Alex can be overwhelming if you're trying to fight him. Oh, I think Tao switched to Laszlo now.
Interesting.
And Chesses
Chesses can play Sam, so.
Yeah, got to Sam. This is an interesting one. I feel like both characters can beat each other if played right. Probably a slight edge to Laszlo due to more movement variety, uh, more speed. But obviously Sam has better defense. One.
Yeah, there's good back X to the hand, but Tao just goes in. Laszlo can be good actually at overcoming solid defenses because he reaches so far with some of his moves.
2-1.
Stable versus sword versus precise. I think it's tough to say which is better, Daisy.
Nice.
They're not that different, to be honest. I think stable is the one where the swords sometimes stick together, but
Yeah.
I don't find they're that different. Other than that,
Yeah, the idea is that on precise, it's just gonna it just lets the physics go, and sometimes you have some situations where nothing happens, or there's a miss or something like that, but the the collisions are a little bit freer, if that's a way to say it. But with precise, it gets a little bit more compact, like a lot of blocks, a lot of yeah. That's kind of the difference of it. Like the game will
nice.
solve the exchange in a way. So either there's a block, or either there's an attack going through. Precise is a little bit more free flowing, a little bit jankier, but more free flowing. That's kind of the difference. Yeah, Tao with a very good second set here. Goes for the 6 flag, 6-2, and needs only one more to finish this and move on to the next round.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of the in and out gameplay. Chess is just, well, there you go. He actually does that sidestep, but for most of these exchanges, he's been struggling to find any punish to Laszlo's attacks.
Oh.
Looks like he's found one.
Yeah. And now he's not that far from coming back, but he still needs to win this set, even though he lost narrowly in the first one. Nice thrust attempt there.
That hand protection saved him. Whoa, not quite. Double, yeah. That's actually a very powerful false edge cut. Even to the leg, it kills pretty reliably for Sam. So it's a nice move here. It's actually not as risky as it looks.
Oh, nice.
Oh, out of measure and punished, yeah.
Punished. Perfect. Tao wins with two sets. Both of them won. 14-10 is the score. And moves on to round 3. Next one is going to be a pretty interesting fight. We're going to have Synth. I saw that Synth got the second place last night in the tournament. Although there weren't too many players
Hmm.
in it, it's still quite an achievement considering that he was also playing at a very high ping. And most of the like the best North American players were in the tournament as well. So
Hmm.
yeah, that kind of tells how bad Maestro is. He got fourth out of five people in a North American tournament, and one of them was from Southeast Asia. So Maestro, you should be ashamed for that performance, but that's another story. Synth versus Oak. Yeah, obviously it's a joke. Trolling Maestro is one of my favorite hobbies. I was about to type his name here. Okay. Oak is ready. Oak is back after he took a break last time. He did not compete in the Friday event, but he is here now. I'm about to get chopped. Just believe in yourself. Does Synth need the keyboard? Do you know?
Synth uses keyboard, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Synth is gonna be left side. Oak is going to be on the right side. Synth plays Marta, if I'm not mistaken, and Oak will obviously play Laszlo. Laszlo is a little bit of a rapier killer recently, and Oak knows exactly how to take advantage of that. But I would still say that a Marta that is aware of what Laszlo can do can still be very dangerous to him, and I still believe that Laszlo is open enough for a lot of Marta's attacks, but we'll see. Here we go. Synth needs to utilize the spacing here, the reach. Anything that comes in close range, it goes to Laszlo. One. Yeah. Oak is playing this textbook style, in and out, goes for the lunge. Oh, nice back Y. Oh, beautiful sidestep there, and I like that Synth was patient because Laszlo's lunge usually hits when the opponent is not patient. Again, a back Y. If the opponent tries to counterattack too early. Oh, some back Ys.
Ooh, goes low this time, the back A. Underrated. That one's
Nice.
also a good retreat move.
Nice thrust.
Side steps there, doesn't follow it up.
4-3. Double.
Ooh, double. Yeah, Synth is definitely making this a fight. Oak's gotta be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, there were
And Cortada
a couple of
saves.
flags that got Oak's respect there. But now Oak is again taking the lead. He's 2 ahead. Oh, nice
Ooh,
one.
back wide, but from too close, yeah. And Oak did a great job of just closing in quickly. That's what you gotta do, Vlaslo.
Oh.
Push out of measure there and punished.
Yeah, and her dash push is a little bit too slow, I would say. Like a little bit telegraphed. so you get plenty of time to counter it, especially if you're a faster, if you have a faster character. 7-3. It's not over yet. We're gonna have another set. Swap sides, please. Synth needs to focus now on winning the set. Oh, goes Isabella. Isabella is a little bit better these days, with after some tweaks. Some of the neutrals are a little bit faster. And even the non-tracking thrust is a little bit of a, could be a blessing in disguise. Oh, guess the first flag, because it does not aim to the wrist now, which means that you can hit some other important body parts with it. Nice high guard
cut.
Yeah. When in doubt, throw the high guard. Her go-to move. Oh, nice thrust. Yeah. Okay, struggling a little bit here.
There.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. Like, you can see that now the thrust goes more reliably to the head in close range.
Yeah, Oak is trying to ramp up the pressure. The push was a bit of a mistake, though.
Yeah. Three to one. Oh, nice back Y. Nice back Y there. Not Isabella's best move, but still a reliable one when thrown at the right time. 4 to 1, and Synth is making this difficult for Oak. And again,
nice back Y.
5 to 1.
Yeah, Isabella's great in this matchup, I would say, if you play her just right. She has the tools to just interrupt Laszlo.
Two non-tracking moves there, thrown one after the other. Got punished. Gotta be careful with those.
Yeah. Oak's experience coming into play there, he probably knew that.
Oh, nice quick thrust, yeah. And I like that Synth is not reacting to the attack, just holding block and just slowly moving backwards when Laszlo's attacking. Double. And this is why I always say that even if you lose at a big difference in the first set, there's a psychological factor with sometimes people kind of drop their guard, figuratively, and there's room for a comeback. I've seen so many comebacks and tiebreak wins. Double.
Another double. Yeah, Oak is starting to make some adjustments, though.
Yeah.
Definitely not easy to take out.
Oh,
but nice stab there. Love that one. That's the neutral stab, actually, which I really like.
Yeah, perfectly thrown. 6 to 3, 7 to 3, and we are going to keep the same sides, and we have an equal number of flags in the tiebreak, so 7-3 to 7-3, so a mirrored result. 4 flags for Oak, 4 flags for Synth. Just pick your character. Yeah, obviously the Synth is going to go with the same character. We haven't had this in some time. A tiebreak with the equal number of flags. But here we go. Yeah, and it's exactly what I said earlier, like, believe in yourself.
A lot of tension here. Neither fighter wanting to make a mistake. That's a double. Synth managing to save it. Oak almost had him there.
Yeah, and this is a little bit of a half a set here, since we're going to so we're fighting until 4, so anything can happen. Oh, again that
Perfect stab.
nice quick thrust. Yeah, Synth is actually throwing it at the perfect timing, and also considering the ping is
Hmm.
quite impressive.
Yeah, doing it right when Oak is trying to do a cut or something, but still out of measure, so you're safe. That's basically the best time to do it. Good blade beat from Oak, but can't follow it up because of the reach difference. Now Oak's applying a lot of pressure. This is usually where he's at his best. He gets you to overthrow a little bit or whiff, then he punishes you. But Synth, as we're seeing, is able to get out of that corner there and is now back in the fight. Good patience.
Yeah, Oak is struggling to fight an opening. He's testing the guard. Oh, tried the lunge
Nice
there, but
back
the
Y.
back Y. Yeah. Oh.
Whoa, that was very close. That stab nearly landing, as did that cut. But both fighters able to not avoid being hit. That
Oh.
stab was so close just now too.
Yeah.
Very good usage of it. Oak is
Oh,
having to be
nice one.
careful, and there's just the
Two.
leg.
Yeah, that's one thing Laszlo is vulnerable to. Like the high guard
Hmm.
goes right past the arm. Nice thrust to the chest.
Nice.
Past the arm and goes straight to the leg.
Yeah, that's her best leg cut. It's the high guard cut
Yeah.
when it comes down.
And
Yeah,
that's
wow,
it.
perfect performance there.
And that's it. And Synth with a comeback. And that's that's what I'm saying, is that even if you lose, um, you always have a chance of coming back. And Synth will continue in the next round, and we'll be fighting the winner of the next fight, which is Subu versus 3C. We're probably gonna see some shields here in this one. Oak will have to climb back from the lower bracket. Yeah, I have to say that I'm pretty impressed with Synth. His style is a little bit similar to mine, I think, in like patient, focused more on range, focused more on one shots. That was pretty nice. Yeah, but Oak will definitely be back, and we'll be fighting some difficult opponents from now on. Okay, so Subu versus 3C. They're both ready, I assume.
Hmm.
Subu is on the left side. 3C is on the right side. My guess would be Barabash versus Marina, but we're gonna see. Subu left, 3C right, yeah. After this fight, it's gonna be me versus Glorious. Glorious said that he doesn't fight me very often, so now he gets the opportunity. It's gonna be a tough fight for sure. I noticed he got again the second place in Subu, you take left.
I can't select now for some reason.
Let me reset. Here you go. Try now. Not working?
Nothing. I'll just try reconnecting, yeah.
Mm, probably on my end. Okay, there's Subu. Try taking left. No?
Hmm.
Let me go back. Maybe it needs no? Okay, let me restart the game.
Nothing. Alright.
Maybe there was a problem since the Steam thing, I don't know.
Yeah, it's working in my game, so
Hmm.
it's not that.
Yeah, I think it's on my end. Yeah, we're doing good. Fights are going pretty fast, which is great. Had some technical issues, but not that bad. Here we go. Yeah, the old 101 troubleshoot. Just restart the game. Okay, Subu taking the left side, and 3C the right side. And here we go. Subu with the chop, going for the side step, trying to catch 3C. 3C is also a pretty tricky marine. He's not he's not afraid to get into exchanges. Oh, nice one, goes for the leg. Marine is limping. And again goes low. Double. 3C managed to hit Subu there. But you always need to be careful because Subu can fire that side step. Yeah, and there you go. When you're close, he can fire that side step and can catch you while you're trying to hit him. Nice push. 3. Again goes low. Hits the leg. Subu's playing this very well, very tactically. And again the side step. Marina's trying to find an opportunity to land the strike, but yeah, don't get discouraged. You've seen what the synth did earlier, so at any point in the fight, there is a chance for a comeback. Going low and then going to the side, that seems to be Subu's strategy in this fight, and it's working really well. Subu's also limping. Still 5-0 here for Subu. Five two. Isabella might be my new yawn. Oh, nice one, and quick 3 flags here for 3C, and this is huge. Because these flags give hope. Goes low, and again, nice follow-ups. 5-4 now from 5-0. Nice side step again. 6-4. 3C needs to be ready. Again. Oh, goes low this time 3C. As I said, 3C is actually quite tricky. And although I felt Subu was in control for the most of the fight, 3C managed to snatch some flags there that seemed lost. Again goes low. And that's it. 7-5. Very entertaining first set. Subu deservedly gets the set, but probably not at the difference that was shaping up to be in the beginning, but still an advantage. I swap sides. Something happened, I think. 3C is on the left and Subu's on the right. But what's one important thing, regardless of the score, is that winning the set is important, which means that 3C has to win here. And just to put things in perspective, you can lose both sets 7-6, which is essentially just a 2 flag difference, but that is going to be a loss. And you can win a 7-6 and lose the other one 7-0, and although the difference is a lot bigger, you won one set, which gives you the right to move into a tiebreak. So winning the set is paramount. Double. But I would say that at this, with the first result, if 3C wins the set, even with 7-6, he has a good chance in the tiebreak, which would be at worst a 1 versus 2. But there's a lot to play until then, and getting a set out of Subu is not something that most people can do. So yeah, too many people can do. Tries decisive there, gets stuck in the physics. Hurt and a little bit tired there, Subu. 3C is trying to play this smart. Again goes low, tries to go for the back wide. The shield protects 3C there. Tries again the side step, blocks with the sword. Push. Too far. Again tries to go low. 3C tries to hit with a combination of 3. Again, they're both hit. They're both limping, so they have to meet in the middle. Kick. Oh, the follow-up too slow. Still goes, still ends in a double. Nice one there from 3C. Going to the side. That seems to be 3C's nice push there. I'll be right back. Oh, looks like there's a tiebreak. I'm sorry.
I think that's it. I
Oh
think
yeah, yeah,
3C had one
7-6.
and I
Yeah,
had
and you
two.
got yeah.
So GG, man. Wow. I'm glad it's over. Just in the sense that I'm glad I won, but man, that was an amazing set.
Yeah, as I said, 3C is actually quite tricky and not afraid to engage, and the fact that he wasn't afraid that he managed to get a couple of flags off you when he was behind. But good set overall. 14 to 12. 3C will be fighting Info very soon. The next fight is gonna be. We're probably gonna see another Marina. Glorious. The revelation of this month. And I am fighting him. So again, it's probably gonna be a good fight. Here we go. Yeah, but that's a mental win there for 3C.
Hmm.
Managed to come back and just stay competitive until the end. Here we go.
Yeah, and it's not the easiest of matchups for Marina, I don't think. So it really goes to show that he's taken the time to master Marina. Because I really think only a good Marina can give Barabash trouble. If it's sort of an average Marina, the player doesn't know what they're doing. The sidestep, as people were discussing in the chat, is very dangerous for her. So
Yeah, Glorious is taking left. I am taking right. Here we go.
also the
Yan.
leg cuts too. 3C was noticing that, I'm sure. If you mix those in, Marina can have trouble.
Yan for Glorious.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, we'll see.
Perhaps not a conventional pick for Glorious, but I know Venator's going to take this fight seriously all the same. We know what Glorious is capable of. So, despite being more of a veteran, Venator does have to give it his all. That's 2 hits for Venator, and actually, surprisingly, Jan is not even tired. He's not dead or tired, but there's a good hit from Venator. A deserved flag, I would say. He was sort of controlling the whole fight that time. Yeah, 3C. More or less in agreement there. Yeah, that's been my experience too as a bar main. Like, there's definitely good marinas out there that can give me trouble, but it's usually in Barabash's favor. But yeah, that was a fantastic fight. I don't think it was quite as evident that Bara has the edge in that one, just because we both did so well.
Oh shit.
Ooh, Venator briefly had some stamina issues there, but it looks like he's back in the game. I can tell Venator's trying to be very precise with his defense. He doesn't want to get caught by the corkscrew or anything like that. wants to play a clean game here, which especially
Oh,
against a Yon that that was a good grab. A Yon that you're unaware of. You're unaware of his style, what moves he likes to use. Wow, that was cool. He does the sidestep, cancel the low cut, then a grab. Gloria's showing some amazing combinations there. Wow, I've never seen that particular variation before, but I know you can, from that sidestep he was doing, you can cancel into just about any attack you want. So that low cut is one example. And that's what makes it so good. It is one of those slow moves that we were talking about earlier, but it's a feint, in effect. It's not the magic dust type of feint. Those feints tend not to be as good, but it is a very manual feint that you can use to turn into any attack. Outside of long guard moves, my understanding is you can't flick the long guard instantly and do one of those. You can stab, though. He does have a retreat Y that is a stab, so you have every option you could possibly want from that sidestep. But all the same, Venator has recovered there. Glorious was showing some amazing... Ooh, I thought that hit Isabella's face, actually, but maybe it didn't. Yeah, there you go. Good job from Venator with the A cut.
yeah, fast-paced fight.
Magic Dust. Oh, so that's... Some characters have these feint moves where this magic dust appears and you hear a sound. That's what I mean by that.
And magic dust. So those attacks usually displace the guard. So they're
Hmm.
essentially unblockable, but they're usually pretty slow, so they can be countered.
Yeah. And it kind of defeats the purpose of a feint because it's like
Oh, I
you
see.
know it's a
Yeah.
feint when you see it, and there's no trickery involved. You're just doing one specific move. So,
I have this habit of when I'm typing the names, I'm thinking about the character they played, and I type the name of the character instead of their name. Yeah,
yeah,
very nice
I've done
Yan
that before
there.
too.
Very nice Yan. And honestly, a more engaging fight than with Marina. I think I guess Isabella versus Marina just kind of comes down to a couple of things that both
Mm,
characters can do. But this one is definitely a lot more
yeah,
entertaining.
yeah, I definitely agree there. Stab there is sidestep. It's a good demo of the fact that it doesn't track anymore, but as Venator has said before, that's probably pretty fair, given how good it is now at targeting certain
Oh,
areas of the body. The corkscrew, though, it remains a dangerous one. You just gotta commit to it now. Ooh, yeah, he did that sidestep again, but didn't throw an attack in time, so was interrupted. That is the danger. When you do that and you fight somebody who knows Yon's moveset inside and out, or they just fought a lot of Yons, they know usually how to respond to that particular sidestep feint. That cork was so close to landing. I'm sure Venator's pleased that it didn't. Show the Izzy Legacy Venom, Warden says. Venator has some pressure on his shoulders now because Warden is in the chat. Wow, that was a cool sequence. The high guard into the wraparound from long guard, parrying the cut, but not able to get a kill because Venator was still sharp with his defense. Yeah, Glorious is obviously a bit behind here, but he is making this a fight. 2 hits, and that's Jan's HP coming in a bit clutch there. I'm sure Venator's very happy that he was still able to secure the kill. As Glorious tried to go for a Hail Mary of sorts. There's a hit to the head there. Venator just being a bit more precise, I think. But I like a lot of what I'm seeing from Glorious. He showed some really cool combinations, especially in the first round. He did that feint sidestep into a low cut and then into a grab, which was crazy. And I've never seen that one before, so shout out to him. Even though this is not looking so good for him, yeah, punishes the posta de Dona. Can't go for style points against Glorious, it looks like. I appreciate the effort, though. That would have been an excellent finish. The stab to the body, the Y cut, doesn't quite connect, but it looks like it took its toll at least. There's a stab through the body there, finishing it.
Yeah, awesome fight. I really enjoyed it. Glorious will be fighting in the lower bracket. I think he did pretty well. I just he's probably not very aware of the matchup.
Mm.
And yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Let's
good
see.
point by Warden. That Venator's movement was just on point for the most part, even when Glorious was trying to mix it up there with those side steps.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go to the lower bracket. We have a few fights to play there, and after that, we're coming back to the winners bracket. First fight is gonna be between 3C and Info, and it's pretty sad to see one of these two go because they both put on a very good fight against me and you,
Hmm.
and they've actually won a set. So both fights actually went into the tiebreak, and now they're fighting each other. We will see who comes out victorious. So 3C versus Info. And the winner will face Oak immediately. We're just trying to make these this quick. So winner will face Oak, and after that we're gonna have Chesses versus Glorious.
So Glorious was totally not aware of the matchup, he says. Picked up Yon for 30 minutes in matchmaking, and that's it. Wow, that's brave, but showed some good skill there, I would say, with the fundamentals of the game then.
Okay, so 3C is taking the left side and Info is taking the right side. A reminder that we're in the lower bracket, which means that all fights are best of 1. 7 flags. Marina versus Marie, as expected. Um, Info usually has some trouble with Marina. We'll see if she figured out some counter techniques. Here we go. Taunt. Yeah, Info is nowadays very tricky to fight. She has so many
Mm.
tools, so many different techniques, so many different moves that she uses, which sometimes makes it harder to anticipate or counter. And also the character itself is a lot more accurate and faster with some of the attacks.
Double there. Looks like that was a hit to the head, actually, with that sweeping cut. Marie's height not helping her this time, because it's usually a body hit. But being short sometimes means your head is more available. It depends on the character, though. Hassan would strongly disagree with that because he's so tall.
Nice blade
Nice.
beat.
Hit to the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 3C's goal is pretty simple here in this matchup. Gotta use that shield to deflect the rapier and close in quickly. Info obviously will want to get tricky and not allow that to happen.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Imagine her reach if she was one head higher. Yeah. Yeah, a tall fencer with a rapier would actually be pretty terrifying. Marta's quite tall, although she's not by any means the tallest, but she's up there as far as the female cast in the game. But imagine like somebody who is 6 feet tall or something crazy, even taller than that.
Zabrać mi to stąd!
3C looking good so far. Info going for leg cuts, and that is an option against shields that Marie should explore. But yeah, she should do so carefully because the stabs are really what's going to be killing the opponent. But the leg cut can lower Marina's mobility, and we've seen earlier that leg cuts are something that she can struggle to block. The only danger is when you do a cut like that, your point is offline and you're limiting your reach. So that can also just be an opportunity for your opponent to close in and secure a favorable trade. So has to be done sparingly and has to be backed up by a good amount of stabs. But that can be easier said than done if they're not landing. That sidestep A though proving very reliable if 3C moves into it. Again, a sidestep there, just feeling the opponent out. Info doesn't want to rush this, wants to use her reach to finish this fight. A thrust there is deflected, but there it is. Looks like 3C was tired. Thankfully, Info was able to follow that up. Almost fumbled it, but 3C just didn't have the stamina, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, Info's coming back. She took her time to build this. Oh,
Ooh.
what a quick! And that's a good thing to do, and it shows the 3C's fight IQ. Like as soon as Info got some momentum, and I was about to talk about that, just went in with a push and then with a cut, and just took again the lead. That's a very good thing to do every now and then.
Oh.
Nice.
Lost the thrust trade there though, but again, I like that he's trying to break the rhythm. The 3C that is. It's just Info is ready this time. Info is not afraid, actually, sometimes to close in and actually threatened it just now to close in and grab you. So that's good
Oh, nice.
movement from 3C up till now where the grab finally lands. That is something that Marina can't do. She can't grab, so.
Yeah, 5-5. And now it's even. And reminder, the winner of this fight will be fighting Oak immediately. We're just trying to, make things go a little bit faster because then we would have like one match and then the same person would join again, so there's no point. Let's see if Info manages to make it even here and fight till the last flag.
Nice.
Goes for the leg.
Good leg cut. And that could prove decisive. Although we've seen 3C is actually pretty good at fighting when his leg is injured. He seems to know how to adjust to that. So in some ways, it's like fighting a caged animal. You've sort of cornered him, but now he's going to fight very, very tight. So it's actually not always so easy to finish him off. But, Info's doing the right thing here. You don't want to rush this. When you've got the reach advantage and you've taken out your opponent's mobility, and you literally have one flag to work with, potentially.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because you don't want that to happen. And, yeah,
Close
3C did a
fight.
great job of capitalizing.
Close
Yeah.
fight. And unfortunately, Info is eliminated from the tournament. That's kind of the nature of these events. You got very good players, but there aren't too many players in the tournament, and somebody has to be eliminated. But Info is invited to the next one if she wishes to compete. Yeah, so next one is Oak versus 3C. So 3C will stay in, but we'll fight from the right side this time. And Oak will be on the left. Oak in a position that hasn't been in for some time. which is fighting his way back up from the lower bracket. I mean, sure, sometimes he loses in the later stages, but then he's like one match or two matches away from coming back to the finals, which is not really a loser bracket campaign. It's more like a setback. But this time he's starting from the initial rounds of the lower bracket, so he will have a little bit of fighting to do. Let's tag him here. And this is a best of one. There we go. Okay, Oak takes left side, 3C takes right side. Immediately after that, we're going to have Chesses and Glorious. And after that, we're going back to the winner's bracket. Laszlo versus Marina, as expected. Here we go.
A tough one for Marina as well. I think 3C might agree there. Laszlo has a lot of tools for her and is able to move really quickly. Marina's movement's pretty good too. So this has the potential to be a very action-packed fight, but I think Laszlo has the footsies game, and he has the damage and the attacks to hit through Marina's defenses. But as we saw there, Laszlo's guard is not particularly strong, so Marina definitely has some things she can do, especially if she is able to catch the sword first, or just get a quick hit in. And now there's 2 flags there for 3C. Huge against somebody like Oak, but you don't want to get too relaxed, otherwise Oak will find a way to adjust. That's a double actually, despite losing the hand. So 3C's happy with that. Obviously managed to hit before the hand came off. Sidestep there. I don't think he was quite able to catch the sword, but I like the idea of trying to get the shield in the way and sidestepping. But Laszlo does a great job of slipping that sword in when you least expect it, and then getting a kill. Wow, goes straight in there. That cut is really fast, actually. It's able to compete with Laszlo's speed. That's something I was having trouble with, too, actually, in our fight, is he would come in and throw these Y cuts, and I would be surprised by how far they reach and how quickly they come in. 3C does a great job of calling opponents out with it. It's actually not a move that I expected to be that important against Laszlo, but it is. Sidesteps, and then a cut to the belly. This is huge for 3C. Good combinations. 3C seems to know exactly what cut he needs to follow up with to secure that kill. Oh, nice. Retreat X is a bit underrated, shielding himself and hitting the hand. But yeah, that lunge is very good. It's good against a lot of characters, but I think principally the shields are the ones who especially are weak to it. Maybe 3C could have punished that push, but I don't think he was expecting a push, so easy to say in hindsight.
3C is North American, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So double, nice. Yeah, and I can say from personal experience, 3C is far from a pushover. He can give anybody a hard fight. So
yeah, and we're seeing it today actually. A very close fight against you. A close fight, but eventually a one that 3C controlled against Info, who also looked great today, and also in a good position here against the Oak. But needs to be careful here, because if he drops 1 or 2 more flags, then it's on, and there you go.
Lunge, yeah.
And this
maybe 3C is getting a bit too passive now.
Yeah,
but I get why. I think, yeah.
This is the second flag that 3C manages to get a hit in. Not this time though. Manages to get a
Yeah.
hit in and then lose the flag.
Mm-hmm.
But one flag away from
3C showing some aggression now.
taking out the man of the hour.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 in the rankings. Grandmaster on the server.
Push at him. Oh, but he tries to counter push, and that was a mistake. But I get the idea. It was a good try. Laszlo's push probably reaches farther.
Yeah, is keeping it close.
Ooh, a feint there that could have been a hit for Laszlo if Oak picked the right attack. The punch, but he isn't able to follow it up. Punched him a little too far, I think, but that's not really 3C's fault. But good follow-ups. That's really when 3C would seem to be dominating this fight, was when he showed that aggression. When he started turtling up, Oak was able to pick him apart, but as soon as 3C found that moment to land that quick hit, Oak didn't seem to have an answer.
Yeah, so 3C continues a very good campaign here, and Oak unfortunately is eliminated. He's obviously welcome to the next next event that we're gonna have. I will announce that a little bit later. Next fight is going to be Chesses versus Glorious Purpose. Chesses is left side, Glorious is on the right side. And after that, we're moving back to the winner's bracket for round 3.
You'll be right back.
Sure. Here we go. Chesses is already good to go. Waiting for Glorious. There he is. Here we go. As I said, Chesses is taking the left side, Glorious is taking the right side. Jan here for Glorious again. Sam versus Jan. This is a pretty good fight. I liked what I saw from Glorious, just needs a little bit more matchup awareness, but the moves were definitely really cool. And the style. Here we go. Nice leg cut. One of Sam's best weapons. Oh, thrust. Hits the arm there, does not kill. But Glorious is hurt. Tries the wraparound long guard cut. I really like that move. It's a little bit situational, but when it lands, it's pretty nice. Yeah, Chess is being patient. He had a good match against Tao earlier. Fell short in the second set. And Glorious takes the first his first flag here, 1-1. Nice thrust, 2-1. Good start here from Chesses, seems composed. Not throwing wild. A hit there. Nice quart. And follow-up comes a little bit too slow, and Chesses manages to save a double there. Double again. Two, two. Three, two. Oh, nice one. Cut and then a quick follow-up back wide there, and Chesses now leads 4-2, and he's looking solid. Oh, nice low thrust there from Glorious, perfectly timed, straight to the belly. 4-3, and again goes low. The winner of this fight will be fighting the loser between Subu and Synth. We'll be finding that a little bit later. Yeah, Glorious a little bit more composed here. He's looking for the counter, but Chesses is also playing a tight gameplay. And nice back Y again, fired it really quickly. Went with a slow move, followed by a quick one. Something that Tarnavsky does sometimes. But it worked, 6-3. Oh, sidestep from both of them there, but the Glorious' sidestep was better. 6-4. 3 match points here for Chesses. And 3 cuts, and Chesses wins, deservedly so. Solid performance. 7-4. Unfortunately, Glorious is eliminated, but as I said, there will be a second event here tonight. We're going to be using wooden sticks, have a little bit of fun, and you're obviously invited to that one as well. Chesses moves to round 3. So round 3 is quite important because winning in round 3 qualifies to the semifinals, which means that you are very close to that top 3 spot. And now we're moving back to the winner's bracket, and the next fight is going to be the last final of our Friday night events. Me versus Tao. I am taking the left side. He is taking the right side. Tao went with some interesting choices in the first match. We'll see if he's going to use the same or try or go back to his usual characters for this one. Here we go. And after that, we're going to see Synth, who had a very good comeback against Stoke. And he will be fighting Subu. Subu, who went toe-to-toe with 3C there. 3C still in the event. A lot of close fights here tonight. Here we go. And I think we're good to go. I am taking the left, as I said. And Tao is taking the right. We're in the winner's bracket, which means that we're fighting 2 sets of 7. And the possible tiebreak if the score is even in number of sets. Going back to Getty. Getty can be a tough matchup for Isabella. Here we go.
Alright, I'm back. It's like Tao has scored 2 flags so far. Gideon's one of his best characters, so this pick makes sense. And the matchup too, I would say. Gideon can do pretty well. It's funny how things change, because it used to be the other way around, I would say. Using long guard there, Tao. And manages to do a covered thrust there, interrupting Tao's attack and also hitting. Very good by Venator. Venator with a stab into cut. Good to see that follow-up working.
Yeah, I think it stunned him pretty bad there in the head.
Yeah. Yeah, that is something Gideon can be pretty vulnerable to, getting interrupted. So it's 2-2 now. Very good by Venator. High guard cut. Doesn't connect. Tao tries to close in, but isn't able to do so. And a bunch of attacks from Tao. It actually works. Venator tried to break up the rhythm there with a push or a grab or something. But Tao is going ham. Snap cut there, risking the hand, but Tower's, I think, trying to get Venator to overthrow or to make some type of mistake
Oh, what the
and dictate the fight. Push attempt. Ooh. Venator's able to get out of the way, thankfully. For him. Stab through the body, but no kill. Gideon's HP keeping him in the fight pretty well this time around. Bunch of feints from both of them. They want to get some kind of advantage here. Cutting the thrust, not able to connect it, but good try. High guard not connecting either. B cut from Tao. That is a disadvantage that Gideon does have, is reach. You can see that Venator is able to harass from range. Gideon has like 1 or 2 moves he can use to try and do so as well, but I think Isabella, generally speaking, will do better in a ranged fight, all things being equal. So Tao needs to find a way to change this. And it's a little bit more difficult now that he's taken a few hits. Probably cannot afford to take another one. That stab nearly connecting, but Tao with good circular movement. Venator keeps that point forward. Tao tries to counter thrust, but isn't able to connect. Chop there. Venator playing the long game here, but he's doing a very good job with it. Making expert use of Isabella's reach, so it's really on Tao to change something up and get close. Because as long as Venator has the longer weapon, you can't stay out of your own range for too long. Cutting the thrust there, trying to back Tao into the corner there, but Gideon's foot keys are actually pretty good. A bunch of cuts from Venator, but no hit. Out of measure as Tao is trying to draw him out. But there's the snap cut. Perfectly executed. And that's the danger of fighting at range. Tao needs to change something up there, for sure. Okay, Venator's able to move. That's good. That looks really weird. Thrust doesn't connect, actually. But a good try from Tao, and Tao wins the trade there. B cut. Gets in there. High guard from too close, I would say. Sometimes you gotta be careful throwing it so close in. For that reason. It's a bit more of a long-range move. B cut, then a snap cut, nice. Thrust cut doesn't connect, but a very good try. Cut in the thrust. Venator tries to switch it up there by stabbing low, but Tao, although it looks like he's been injured pretty bad, he's still not making it easy. That thrust is not connecting, but Tao just goes ham with a bunch of cuts. Venator is able to back off, use the reach of his weapon, and there's a perfect snap cut. Single tempo. A cut there, not connecting though. Again, Tao trying to close in. It's not easy. Thrust doesn't connect. Yeah, thrust there. Then the X cut, good rhythm break there by Venator, using again the reach of his weapon to catch Tao before Tao can land a hit of his own. That B cut though, Tao just goes in. it played off actually. It was a little reckless, but I think that's what he needed. High guard cut though takes the handoff as Tao gets too close.
Very close fight as expected.
Yeah, nice round, guys.
Tao knows how to play this matchup really well. He also understands Isabella from the perspective of somebody who plays her pretty often, so he understands the weaknesses that she has and the strengths, obviously. Yeah, so we have the same matchup here. Just one flag difference, but I won the set, which means that Tao needs to win this set.
Long guard by Venator, and that's a double as Tao tries to beat the sword down, but the point is right there, so double hit. High guard by Venator. Out of measure though as Tao moves back. Tao trying to follow this up, and there the stab finally connects for Tao. Has been struggling to make that work, but that's a very good pressure move when you can land it and the opponent knows that you can land it. But Venator's been doing great with defense here, so not so easy. That's another double actually. Throwing the sword into the head last minute. At least that's what it looked like. The stab this time, Venator probably tried to throw something, but I'm not sure. There's probably a lot of factors that go into whether that will land or not, so. But Tao scores another, that's good for him. He needs to maintain the lead to have an advantage going into the tiebreak. And as Venator said, winning this is paramount. Obviously, if Venator wins, he has nothing to worry about. But if Tao wins, it continues. It's just a matter of what will the score look like if we go into that tiebreak. If Tao makes it close and wins, though, it's actually even. So, in some ways, Tao has more leeway. Assuming he wins. Though out of measure, yeah. Venator using the reach of the weapon once more. That's really what it's coming down to, I think. Both of these fighters are really good. But Isabella's reach is able to win certain flags that might be disputed otherwise. And Venator's making perfect use of that advantage. But actually goes in there if the Y cuts, which are Underrated, actually, I would say, for Isabella. They're pretty quick. Easy to follow up as well. There's a hit to the arm by Venator. Venator trying to, again, keep it precise, but there's a stab from Tau. Not able to secure the follow-up, though, because his weapon isn't long enough. Tau really needs to close in. B-cut doesn't land. Good exchange. And the B-cut, single tempo by Venator, that was perfect. Yeah, this matchup here is very exciting as well, as Daisy is saying. It's a very close one. The snap cut deflecting the stab this time. I'm not sure Venator expected that actually,
No.
but it turned out to be
No, I
perfectly
actually
executed.
deflected the thrust of the back X. It wasn't intentional, so I'm not gonna lie there.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think it was, but it is satisfying when you manage that by accident. But Venator needs one more, actually. I think that is the best way to deal with Gideon's thrust, by the way, is to find some way to interrupt it with a cut. But that can be easier said than done. Oh, nice. Venator just goes ham. Seeing momentum on his side there, just finishes it.
GG. Yeah, very close fight.
Yeah, good fight, guys.
Tao will be fighting in the lower bracket. And he will be fighting 3C quite soon, and that's gonna be a pretty interesting fight because 3C has looked amazing so far. I see 3C as a potential candidate for third place here tonight, or top three. Sorry, not third place. Okay, let's see Synth versus Subu now. And I'm also excited to see this one because Synth looked great against the Oak. We'll see if he can match that performance here against another giant. Keyboard, yeah. You need gamepad. Synth is playing from the left side, Subu playing from the right side. Two sets of 7 flags. Yep, Isabella versus Barabash. No reason for Synth to switch the character. Actually, Synth started playing as an Isabella main. I remember he was talking a lot about Isabella. We even had a conversation about Isabella tips. So I was a little bit surprised to see him play Marta, but now he's back on Isabella, which is nice to see. Nice back Y. Yeah, the Isabella's back Y working a little bit better recently. Double. You can catch unsuspected people. Yeah, actually, I would say quite similar style to mine in expression, moving back and forth, harassing with a few attacks. I like it. Subu got the first flag though, and now a nice back Y again. Nice thrust, but it's a double. And 2-1. Three, two. have a lot of close fights here tonight. And it's good to see the new generation of players like Synth, like Glorious, like 3C. Nice one again, 4-3. Doing a very good job competing against top players. Yeah, the thrust is now, as I said, it doesn't track, so it got sidestepped there. But, Subu tried again the back wide, got punished for it. Gotta be careful. It's not such a fast move. Subu doing a very good job of playing this matchup exactly as you should. He's just very defensively aware, harassing the guard, patient. He noticed that Synth is also patient, so he matches that rhythm. Again, the side step. Subu has mastered this move, and it's now 6-4. Synth had a good advantage, but and I think Synth would need maybe one more flag here to get a little bit of confidence. Yeah, and he gets it. 6-5. Not over yet. Chop. Oh, and a nice chop there. 7-5. Another 7-5 for Subu. Subu living dangerous here, but a win is a win, and Synth will have to win this second set. Otherwise, he will move to the lower bracket, swap sides. There is something very important at stake here, which is Synth take the right side. Oh, I think Synth chose Bara by mistake. It looked very fast. Synth is actually from Asia, which means that if he gets a top 3 spot, he gets more points than people who get top 3 spot in other regions. So his effort is rewarded. He gets the hat now. Not sure that's a good idea. The rat hat. Eve and Luck like to use the hat version. I've literally never used this version, this skin. I use the white shirt from time to time, but I usually stick with the default. Depends on the mood. Anyway, back to the fight. Subu harassing the guard and eventually lands the kill. It's not the prettiest of hats, yeah, it's not. Yeah, so Synth has to win. Oh, try the dash attack there. Dash attack is actually not so bad nowadays, but it kind of works only against a few characters. And at the specific times, nice, good short thrust. Hits the wrist there. 2-2. I like that Synth is using that short thrust, and I like the way he's moving back and blocking. That's I call it rhythm blocking, which is you take a step back every time your opponent throws a strike, so you can be in perfect range to do a very good block. 3-2. Sometimes it even helps you set up a counter, but it prevents the blade going through your guard. Oh, nice high guard attack. 3-3. Sometimes it's good to throw. Oh, and a nice retreat there. Sometimes it's good to throw that high guard attack because you can catch people in their wind guard trying to do some feints, and a nice tap to the head there, and a synth getting like 3 flags in a row very quickly. Subu will have to readjust here. It's even overall in flags, but Subu has won a set. Synth hasn't won a set yet, so he needs to win this one. And again, another very good high guard attack, and we might see another comeback after the oak fight. Oh, tried the short thrust, getting punished. 6-4 here. Synth has very good fight IQ, I can see that. Tries again the high guard, this time a little bit too hasty. And now it's a 6-5, and this is a crucial moment. And it gets the back Y, and it's tiebreak 2 versus 2. Keep the same sides, guys. You can switch characters if you want, but it's 2 versus 2. So anything can happen here. Yeah, they're keeping the same characters. 2 versus 2. Who wins 2 flags moves on to the semifinal. It's pretty important because who wins here gets a guaranteed top 3 spot. And a very good position in the tournament, which is the winner's bracket final. Some back Ys there. Subu's careful. Try to tap. High guard blocked. Subu's careful. Yeah. Oh, so many exchanges there. Sin does a good job of not getting caught by the side step, even though Subu timed it really well. Subu has a lot of experience in these tie breaks or tight moments. It's one of the things that made him so successful. First. Synthesization goes for the high guard, blocked. Short thrust. Forward cut. Oh, and a beautiful tap there. Counter time the tap there. Immediately after switching stances. That's something that I do sometimes. Oh, and the back Y, and that's it. And Synth wins. Very similar moves to. I mean, I'm not trying to take credit, obviously, for what Synth is doing, but it just feels a very familiar style to me. Beautiful comeback here from Synth. It was pretty close overall. Subu will have to climb his way back up, and Synth is in the semi-final. Congratulations! And we're probably gonna have an Isabella mirror. Which is gonna be pretty fun. We're moving to the lower bracket.
Yeah,
Subu's,
GG.
yeah, Subu's actually going to fight very soon. He's gonna fight Chesses. But now we're gonna see Tao fighting 3C for the qualification to the semi-final. Oh yeah, we need to get.
Right back.
Yeah, we need to get the. So we need to get 3C first. Then we need to get Tao, and after that they need to swap sides. So that's what we're gonna do. So 3C, if you're listening, just take the left side. Mm. 3C, take left. Then Tao will take right, and then you're gonna swap sides. So Tao can play on the left, as he's supposed to. Something going on? Button not working. Probably again a Steam bug. Because I didn't restart the game after. I just closed the window. It seems to work to the next fight, but then when we get to the other one after, it stops working. So maybe I should just stick to the restart after Steam thing. Okay, so let's do it again. 3C, please take left. I think this is going to be a very difficult fight. I still see Tao as more experienced here. But 3C has been doing a really good job. We're about to see. It's best of one, so it's not gonna be very long. Let's get Tao in. There he is.
Right, I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back. Tao, take the right side, and then swap sides, or yeah, swap sides, because you need to be left. Okay, he wants to be right. That's fine. 3C, just pick your character. Connor versus Alex. Just give me 1 second to just swap the names. Maybe Tao didn't care too much about being on the left or the right, so that's fine. It was his right to be left, but yeah. Connor for 3C after playing Marina a lot, and I don't know how this is gonna go, but I think it's a sensible choice, given the fact that Marina doesn't do well against Alex whatsoever.
Yeah.
And although Tao does not play Alex very much, I'm pretty sure he's aware of how to beat Marina quite handily. So Connor could prove a better choice.
Yeah, got some good stabs as well, and good defenses in general. Nice hit to the hand though, 1-1.
Yeah, and if you master his backdash after the push, he's a little bit harder to hit. Although he's slower with his cuts. Not this one though. He's slower with his cuts, which means that if you get too close and you start getting into an exchange, he's not doing very well. Compared to Marina though, who's pretty good in close range with her cuts. She's pretty fast. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Perfectly timed.
Tao mixes it up. Whirlwind. I like that Tao's going for side steps as well. Good way to try and get out of the way of some of the stabs, possibly, too.
Oh,
Nice,
again, the
though,
same.
from
Goes for the
3C.
leg and then for the head. From a little bit of an angle. Good start from 3C here. Oh,
Ooh.
hits the belly, then tries to hit the head. That's the trap you sometimes get into. Oh, it gets hits the leg. You get it into with Alex and with a lot of characters that keep their guard high. If the player presses back, he can resume guard very quickly, and you can't follow up. I noticed that with Getty as well. Like, you hit him, and then immediately try to hit the head. He's gonna block it.
Good tag there by 3C, but he's got to secure the kill. That's another one. No kill yet. Oh, yeah.
Takes the leg.
And Alex just gets one hit. Yeah, to the leg. That was really well done by Tao, though. Just as a Hail Mary. Another one, this time for the other side. Yeah, 3C was confident just kind of getting close and throwing a quick cut to the body, and it was working earlier, but he keeps getting called out by these low cuts.
Yeah, Connor can be pretty slow at times with some of his attacks and follow-ups. Tries to... And I think 3C has thrown a little bit too many cuts here in this fight, considering that Alex is more vulnerable to thrust. And that's it. 7-3. It started pretty even, but Tao took control there. 3C, thank you very much for competing. If you're still available, we're gonna wait for you for the next one. For the wooden sticks, we're gonna have some fun. Tao is in the semi-final, waiting for his opponent, and his opponent is going to be either Subu or Chessa. Subu on the left, Chessa's on the right. Best of 1, 7 flags, and the fight between Tao and the winner of this one will happen immediately after. So we're gonna know our top 3. Okay, let's close the remote thing. Let's get chesses in. A solid campaign here in this tournament for 3C. There's chesses. Okay. Subu left, Chessa's right, and as I said, the winner of this fight will immediately play against Tao. Yeah, I think yeah. Subu takes Bara. And takes Sam. An even matchup, I would say. Obviously, Bara is a little bit faster, but Sam has some good tools against Bara and a good defense. I'll be right back.
GG. Yeah, that low cut combination is a very good way to threaten guard if you're very close. I'm glad that connected. Because I had no other. Well, I guess I could have tried grabbing, but yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, GG to you as well, though, Chessus. Yeah, you always have that person you just struggle to defeat. I'm much the same, especially when I fight Oak. It feels that way. Yeah, it looks like I'm fighting Tao right after this, so. Are you supposed to hear more than one person? Not right now, no. I'm just talking to people in the chat and on the Discord. Venator is currently away, so.
Alright, I am back. Sorry for missing the rest of the fight. Let's have a quick look here.
I won 7-1.
7-1. Okay. Good dominant performance from Subu here. Chesses, thank you very much for competing. Still a good run. Hope to see you on the next one. And now we're gonna have a very interesting semi-final. Subu versus Tao. Subu is taking left side, and Tao is going to take the right side. The winner will qualify to the top three, getting a ranking points, but the loser will still get one more point as a consolation, besides the participation point, of course. You know what? I'm going to restart the game because we had some issues earlier, so just making sure. It's been some time since I've seen Subu versus Tao here on a Friday event. I'm not sure how this one is going to go and what characters we're going to see. I mean, I know what character we're going to see from Subu, most likely Bara, but Tao has been playing a few characters here today. Probably going to be a saber fight, we'll see. Immediately after this fight, I'm going to post the announcement for the wooden sticks event that we're going to do immediately after this one. We're doing very well with time. The earlier hour also helped. Synth in the winner's bracket semi-final after taking down two giants. Quite impressive. Here we go. Subu is taking the left side. Tao is going to be on the right. semi-final. Winner gets into top 3 and points in the rankings. Yeah. Oh, going to Sam here, Tao. I've seen him playing Sam every now and then. Probably not a bad choice against Bara. Oh, nice side step. A little bit of a frame drop there. Sam has some good side steps of his own. Oh, nice thrust. 1-1. Oh, try to chop there and got punished. Both Tao and Subu have something in common, which is they prefer to defend by attacking when an incoming blow comes towards them. So we're probably going to see a lot of trades and a lot of doubles. 2-2. Tao with the forward dash cut. Subu patient. Tao is working with more reach here. So Subu is careful. Oh, tries to go with the belly lunge. Again, tries to counter really quickly with the cut of his own. Tries to go low, a little bit out of range though. And Tao punishes him 3-2. Try to dash, side step. 3-3. It's gonna be a close fight. Nice, good thrust. Oh, and Subu is tired. Oh, still gets the flag though. The follow-up was too slow. Thrust. Oh, beautiful counter thrust there. 5-3. Try to counter sidestep there. He looked pretty fast, but it wasn't fast enough. And again, that thrust. Oh, Subu saves a double there. It didn't look good for him. Yeah, some frame drops here in this this fight. Also see them. Oh, and again that thrust. Yeah, Sam's thrust proves to be quite difficult to deal with. Again, this time Subu blocks it. Catches him again. Blocks the thrust again, but is tired. Try to grab. And Tao gets it, 7-3. Tao would have a perfectly executed game plan here. Congratulations.
Yeah, GG. I had no answer for that stab. Nothing was working, so nicely done.
I think it also tracks. So if you move a little bit to the side or try to dash, I think it catches you in. And it goes... Bara is quite vulnerable to attacks that go to the wrist. So probably Tao knew that and used it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, Subu takes 4th place, still a very good position, and also receives 1 more point in the rankings. Tao will be waiting in the lower bracket final for the loser of the next fight. Until then, I'm just going to quickly post the announcement for the next tournament, which is going to be Wooden Sticks on the wine cellar map. So some drunken fighters are going to meet and bonk each other. Wooden sticks after party. We're probably gonna go again with the double elimination, but if we have fewer players, then obviously we can go with the round robin plus elimination. Just gonna set it as a double elimination for now, and we can change it later depending on the number of people. Maybe we're gonna get Eve as well. He usually joins these events. There we go. Okay, posting the announcement now, and for those listening, if you're willing to play one more event which is more dynamic, then you are all invited. You're hosting party. Current one. Wooden sticks. Format. Points. Wine cellar map. Okay, here's the link as well. Announcement is ready, so as soon as we're gonna finish this one, 10 minutes after that, we're gonna start the wooden sticks. A little bit more dynamic, but still a pretty serious tournament as well. So just the format is a little bit more dynamic. All right, now it's gonna be the semi-final. Between me and Synth, and Synth has managed to defeat both Oak and Subu so far. So I want to be very careful and waiting for a very good tactical fight. Here we go. Hopefully controls are going to be fine. I'm starting on the left, Synth on the right. Yeah, the rat hat. Regardless of what happens, Synth has a guaranteed top 3 spot and some good points from the rankings. Oh, I fumbled that.
Some snap cuts there, feeling each other out. Thrust attempts too. Love to see it. A very similar styles like Venator was saying earlier. Which is a compliment, by the way, because Venator's Isabella is among the best, if not the best. Sidestep there. Right, Venator still maintains the lead, although that stab from Synth makes it very close. Synth with another one. Yeah, Synth Isabella is very good. It's not going to be easy for Venator to win this one. If he does win at all, but now he's ahead again. This might be where experience starts to take control, though. Because Venator is not... Venator is very aware of how to fight in these mirrors, so he's not a stranger to them. Stab attempt. High guard cut. Again, the measure was just a little bit too far there for Synth, who did get a hit, but it was like with the tip or something. So not the best of hits, whereas Venator hit properly to the head, with the meat of the blade, so to speak. Then a stab to the body, and although Synth has been playing a very good Isabella, I think Venator's experience is allowing him to pick his opponent apart now that he's felt Synth out a little bit. And yeah, it's just that experience. But very good effort, and it's still not over.
Yeah, good start for me here, but let's not forget that Synth in the previous two fights also lost the sets and managed to come back in the second one, so I'm going to be very careful here. Swap sides. Synth, can you swap? Yeah. Okay. Mirror.
Yeah, Synth is obviously being cheered on in the chat a little bit. It's good to see support for our new players. Sidestep from Venator. That's a good way to threaten Isabella's guard. Stab attempt out of measure and caught also by Synth, I think. So really well done. Ooh, straight to the face there, that upcut.
Yeah, it's from the left foot forward one, and that one goes
right.
higher
Yeah.
than the...
Yeah, it's one of my favorite cuts that she has myself. Tiger cut out of measure to stab as well, but good tries from both of them. They would have caught their opponent if they overextended. There's a hit though from Venator. Low guard. Venator still eats a hit. I see what he was trying to do, but Synth was able to punish it, but there's the upcut, catching the blade a little bit and hitting Isabella. Yeah, and the upcut, but it's a double this time. Again, the upcut, but it's a very good punishing tool, so Synth is going to have to adjust to it. Actually, Venator throws it again, but then does a combo. He switches it up. Instead of just going with one cut, goes with three of them. So maintains that unpredictability while still, sticking with what works. So yeah, Synth is going to need to change something. High guard there, low guard to thrust. Push to Divena, lots of guards, lots of attacks, trying to overwhelm Synth a little bit there. Make him think about a bunch of things at once and then goes in. And that's again a showcase of the difference between these two as far as experience, but I still have to give Synth some credit here with Isabella. Getting this far against such good players, myself included, by the way, as he beat me. It's not easy.
Nice.
Nice, straight to the face. Again, a stab attempt to back Y. The old Venator stab nearly connects, but another one, yeah. Nicely done.
GG, well played. But Synth is not eliminated. Oh wait, I was already in the other tournament. Synth now will be fighting another giant in Tao. So Synth couldn't catch a break here today. He's fought all the top dogs here. 14 to 5, and we'll be fighting Tao. So Synth is still in. Synth, just take the left side. Tao should be on the left though, but I'm not sure if he's listening. Synth, just take the left side. So unfortunately, Synth doesn't get too much time to think here. He will be thrown to the wolves again. Tao has also looked pretty solid in the lower bracket after dropping down from the winners. Here we go. Okay, Tao is in. Tao taking the right. Tao, if you want to take left, you are entitled to take left. You just have to swap sides. No, he just wants to play. That's good. Isabella versus Alex, a classic. Just give me 1 second here to put Tao's name. Sim needs to be very careful here because Alex has a couple of good tools against Isabella if you're not careful.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that a carefully played Isabella, it's kind of that thing when most of the times in regular play Alex would win, but I would say that Isabella has a higher ceiling. So if played right, she could beat any Alex.
Right.
2. That's what Sin needs to do here. He needs to weather the storm. Tries the thrust. Jump. Push. The bug. I mean, it's not really a bug. It's just that. Oh, finally he gets the kill. It's not really. It's just that the push and the attack are not really a combo. So if you try to cue them as a combo, nice thrust to the head. If you try to cue them as a combo, it's not going to come out. I mean, in my opinion, it should come out, but a little bit delayed if you're doing that, instead of not coming out at all. 3-2. Double. Yeah, Tao is playing this exactly as an Alex player should, just putting the pressure, throwing a lot of different attacks, and there you go, just blocks the high guard, takes advantage of Synth's backwise. There you go, 5-2. Jump. cut. Oh, and Synth with a nice upcut. That was well played there.
Mm-hmm.
5. Oh, nice forward X. 5-4. Synth is coming back, but Tao still has the advantage. Nice counter there, perfectly timed. 6-4. Tao is one flag away from qualifying to the grand final. And that's it. 7-4. Tao wins. And Synth gets third place here, which is very commendable. Congratulations. Well done. And Tao and I are going to meet again. And we're going to start very soon. I just need to go to the bathroom quickly. And then we're good to go. I have 2 lives here, but if Tao wins the first best of 2 set, we are going to do a best of 1 second final. 30 seconds, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Tao had also a small break after that fight. Here we go. I am on the left. Tao is on the right. Oh, did I change the names? No. 1 sec. The same final as last time. But the first time, the last time, Tao won the winner's bracket match, and I managed to come back from the lower bracket and win. We'll see if we're gonna see the other way around here. Hopefully not. Alex did for Tao, and I was expecting that. He did a very good job of playing him today. And it can be a good counter to Isabella, so if played right. Here we go.
Yeah, as Venator was saying, this matchup can go wrong for either one. But Alex tends to thrive when it gets messy, and he has some good single tempos that can aim right for her face. And if he sets one up just right, he can get a lot of momentum against Isabella. But so far, Venator is not letting that happen. Good use of the point there. One thing as well that Isabella can struggle with is although she does have reach, and we're seeing that play out, Venator's doing a great job of maximizing that advantage, but Alex does move pretty quickly, so if he is able to close in enough, it can be difficult for Isabella to block, but Venator's just going in with these perfect plays here, and so it's becoming difficult. Tao getting a little bit desperate, I think, but he manages to get it with some good aggression. But he did sidestep, so he did a good job of positioning himself. I suspect we're gonna see a switch though from Alex, because Alex doesn't seem to be quite going as you might have been hoping, and the jump there doesn't work. Don't jump, Tao. But I get it. He was trying to just get a kill really quick, and it just didn't quite work.
Yeah, we're swapping sides. A good first set there for me. But it's not over till it's over, so yeah. Marta, okay. These can be very tricky, actually. Because it's not a character that you can get in exchanges with. Backwise. There you go.
Ooh, high guard cut there. The dash thrust is what Tower's trying there, and it's actually a good move, but he wasn't able to secure the kill, and he ate a cut coming in, so it was going to be bad for him no matter what happened with that stab. Tao did a cut there after the thrust. He didn't counter, he didn't follow it up properly, but that's a very easy mistake to make if you're not very familiar with Marta. It's easy to throw a cut by mistake when you're trying to throw a stab. If you're used to Marie, or you're even used to someone like Calc, the inputs are quite different. And it's a little unintuitive at first. Yeah, Tao's trying to be patient here. That high guard is very threatening. I do have to give him credit, though, for not coming into range. That is what Venator wants. Venator wants him to overthrow, I think, and then get a hit to the wrist. Beating Marta's blade can be useful, but very often she recovers very quickly from it. So what Venator's looking to do with high guard, I think, is more so to land a hit that will kill Marta right away. Less so beating the blade, because otherwise, if she recovers from it, the recovery from high guard is going to be way slower. So if you want to beat Marta's blade, there's other cuts that are better, but whether they'll work or not might be a different story if you're not able to threaten. And Tao does the sidestep chain there. That's something I kind of trademarked with Marta. When in doubt, they say when in doubt, back Y, but I'd say the sidestep is another thing you can kind of fall back on. And if an opponent is not ready for it, then it can work pretty well. I think that's sidestep X that Tao is doing. There's also a sidestep A, but I'm not sure which one works better in Isabella. That'll be for Tao to figure out. Maybe they both work. But I think, yeah, the X goes straight to the head, so that might be a bit better here, as Tao is discovering. Venator of High Guard again. It does reduce his defense, but it maximizes his power and reach. So there's a method to that madness. Marta actually blocking it this time. Blocks it again because it hit the strong, I think. I think if it was a bit further down the blade, it would have beat the blade, because Marta's blade is easier to beat by design, as Kubel just said before. But there is still a strong and a weak. So there is a section of the blade where, especially near the bowl, where she's got tons of hand protection, like she might have a chance of blocking. Bunch of blade beats from Venator, but he's running into that problem I was mentioning where Marta recovers very quickly from blade beats. Back Y there, trying to dash in, almost got tagged, but Venator's still good to go. I like that he's actually moving a bit to the side. That actually allows him to slip that thrust in there. And you might think he's heading towards the strong of the blade, so that's a bad idea, but actually when Marta goes to block high, her elbow is available. So that might allow Venator to strike through her guard from the other direction, because Marta can struggle to adapt to sidestepping to her right side. So that's proving to be a very good option for Venator, and it's forcing Tao to adjust. And maybe some more back Ys, I don't know. But there's a Y cut there. Good recovery from Tao all the same, though Venator's not able to secure it despite getting another hit. Another hit. I think the one just before the killing blow hit the bull a little bit, so it reduced the force, but Venator still kept going. And Marta is also kind of tanky too, so that helped her as well. But there you go, sidestep. It was messy, but Venator got it. That's what matters.
Yeah, really good Marta there. Very tricky. But I managed to find a couple of. I think it's like a gimmicky gameplay usually works well against Marta. Like when you're not trying to play in a very tactical and just kind of go with a couple of things and just throw them over and over and see if they work. And they worked. So GG. 14 to 5. Tao gets second place, which is also very good. So I take the first place. Tao takes the second place. Congratulations. Synth takes the third place. Again, congratulations. And in about 13 minutes, we are going to start. So we did very well with time here, especially since we started earlier. We're going to have our second event here, which is supposed to be more fun, but um, still good for the rankings. Oh, we have only 4 players so far. We would need at least 2 to move on. I'm just gonna post one more announcement here. Um, sorry, the wooden sticks. All right. Subu, thank you very much. I assume we're gonna see each other at the next one.
For sure, yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna keep this Discord here, but I'm gonna stop the stream and gonna start a new one very
Hmm.
very soon. So thank you everybody for competing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon on my channel for the second after party event. It's gonna be very fun. Usually wooden sticks tend to produce a lot of interesting outcomes. And yeah, I'll see you guys in 15 minutes, I guess.
Yep, see ya.
Or maybe even more if we need more time for people to join in. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna get at least 6 people to join. Oh, already joined. Something wrong with some people said that they've joined, but it's not showing up. Challenge being challenged. Okay, I'll figure it out.